Hello, hello. We are going to finally work on my 26 and 26, although I think there's really only 22 here, I think. I'm not entirely sure. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to break these up into a couple different categories. So I have kind of our house, travel, family, and then just kind of personal. I've kind of laid them out kind of how I think I want to draw them in. So now I'm deciding, do I want to do different colors or do I just want to do all black and white? It would be way easier to do all black and white. Oh, let's just start here. Okay, so the house section, I have 5 different things in the house. Garage siding. Tom wants to work on his camper. I would love to have a pergola. We need to redo our front yard, and then we need to redo the sidewalk. And yes, that is part of the front yard, kind of. But they could be different projects. And then for travel, we want to go to Winthrop. We want to go to Poulsbo. Both of those are in Washington. There's a hike we took when we first met that we didn't quite get all the way to because I was not in the greatest shape. Not that I'm in super great shape right now either, but I was in really horrible shape then. And I kind of freaked out because it was all downhill. And then I just kept thinking the entire time, oh my God, I have to make it back up. I have to make it back up. So I had a little bit of a meltdown. Poor Tom had to deal with that. So I would like a do-over because I am in better shape than I was then. And then Tom had mentioned Door Shack, and I think that's in Montana. And then for some reason, I really want to go to Canadian Tire. And then I left a little extra space. So for the family, I want to make bread again. I want to have a game night at least once a quarter. So I put 4 little dots here. We have a place called Kindle Yards. It's like a shopping kind of area. And during the summer, they do a night market. I would like to do one of those. I want to set up a grazing table because I like having the guys over and I like feeding them. But I want to try to do a grazing table. I want to do a movie night at least once a quarter. I want to try a new recipe once a quarter. And I can say, Jade and I have already tried the new recipe. So that was cool. I want to go visit my aunt at least once a quarter. I want to try a new restaurant once a quarter. And Tom and I have already tried 3 different places just this year so far. Personal, I started a temperature blanket in 2023 that I'm maybe halfway done with. So my goal is I really would like to finish that thing. If you're not familiar with what a temperature blanket is basically you take in my case, I took the highest temperature for the day and I associated it with a color. So I have like a 10-degree range. It's like between 0 and 10 degrees is one color, 9 degrees or not 9 degrees, oh my God, 11 degrees to 20 degrees is another color, so on and so forth. And I went up to 100. It looks really, really cool. I would just like to finish it. I want to redo my Empire space here, my little YouTube space. It's a mess. It's really driving me crazy. Something needs to be done with it. I don't like it. I really need to redo that. My office space at my office at work, I kind of want to change it up as well. I've been in that same space now almost 4 years and it's just getting a little stagnant. And then I want to redo Babbel. I want to learn Spanish. Tom and I had started it and it just kind of didn't go anywhere. I want to pick it back up. So that is on my personal list. So I think what we're going to do is I am just going to start writing in some of these things. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna open that up because since I erased it, I want to spell pergola correctly. And I am going to put it kind of in big letters because I love in the summer, well, the spring, summer, and fall, I love spending just time outside. But I need it to be covered. I need it to be comfortable. I need to be out of the sun because I get very, very warm. I don't like to be warm, although lately I have been cold, and part of that is probably because of my thyroid's being removed. That is going to take some time to have my body readjust. Anyway, okay, camper for Tom. The garage siding, we have purchased the siding, which is great. Now, poor Tom just has to have the time to actually put it on. He has started some of the, I'll say, demolition to replace it, because he had to dig around the exterior of the garage because it basically covered with dirt, and to be able to get to the bottom of it, he had to kind of dig down. Okay, so we're gonna do front yard. Right now the front yard is gravel, and I had done that a very long time ago because I hate mowing and watering the grass. So I decided, hey, you know what? I kind of like the look of rock in the front yard. At the time it was great, but over time, when you don't have the correct barrier between the ground and the rock, weeds come up. That is what happened. I'm going to redo this as Coast Walk. I think what I had on there last time was Walk Coast. But I am not walking the entire coast. There is a section of the coast I want to go walk on. And this one, Winthrop, we are actually going to be knocking off the list next month, which is going to be exciting. And we are probably going to be marking off Poulsbo. Actually, Winthrop, Poulsbo, and the Coast Walk, probably all in one go. I probably should have moved them together closer. But maybe this will, did I just spell it wrong? No. I could do some journaling in there too. Okay, Dorshak. And I don't remember why Dorshak. But why not? And then we have Karen. My spelling is horrendous. So I am referencing something I have in front of me. And I think there was one other place that we wanted to go to, but I don't remember what it was now. That's okay. Okay, so make bread, which is funny because I just drove, I don't know how far it was, to a little stand. It's a little mom and pop stand that sells yummy bread. But unfortunately, I got there kind of late in the day, and they didn't have any of the loaves that I really like. Although this is the second time I've been there. But the first time, it was just a super yummy sourdough loaf. And they didn't have any more, but they did have focaccia. So I got a loaf of that. Okay, glazing table. Most likely what will happen is, like, on a game night, I will do a grazing table and I can mark both off at the same time. I feel like that looks a little weird, but okay, originally I had this as new recipe 1 time a quarter. I don't know that I'm going to spell it out that way. I think I'm just going to do new recipe with the circles. Come on. Do I have a Chinese restaurant? I do. Okay. Sorry, I'm referencing. Is it EI or IE? I think it's EI. So the new recipe that Jade and I tried is basically, I don't think that is spelled right. It doesn't look right to me. It is what it is. We're moving on. It is basically just shredded chicken. So I made chicken in the Instapot by just adding a cup of chicken broth. And then after it was done, I shredded it, added in sweet chili sauce, which is my favorite, and some cream cheese. Oh my gosh. Like, the simplest thing was absolutely amazeballs. I typically do not do the cooking in our house. Usually that is Tom, but since he has gone, I decided, okay, I'm going to try something. If it works out, fantastic. If it doesn't, well, there is DoorDash. But it turned out so good. Like Jade said, can we do this again tomorrow? So we had the same thing the night before. That first night I did not make enough chicken for either one of us to have lunch, and sometimes Jade just goes out to lunch. So I was selfish and threw in, that's not how I wanted this to go, but it is now. I had some already cooked rotisserie chicken in the freezer. I basically got that warmed up and then added, you can tell I'm really concentrating here. Oh man, I'm gonna lose lettering chicken here, I think. Oh man. Close. We're okay. Anyway, I heated up more of the chicken and then made some more of the sauce so that I could have lunch. And then the next day, excuse me, I made made more for dinner and made enough of it so both Jade and I could have lunch on a Friday. Empire Space. It was, oh my gosh, it was so yummy. I told Tom that I'm definitely going to have to make it for him when he's back because it is just so very simple. So yeah, Friday they were doing a chili cook-off. I'm not a huge fan of a lot of people's cookings because I am so very picky. Like if it has onions in it, those onions either have to be cooked within an inch of their life or like completely minced and I can't know that it's there, something like that. So the guys were giving me a really hard time about not participating. Like, well, guys, hey, I have really yummy food right now, so I'm sure that the chili is absolutely wonderful. However, mine, I know, is fantastic. I felt kind of bad. But I just knew mine was good. Okay, I'm hoping I do not lose lettering chicken here. But I might. Okay, there's my family section. This one is going to be for house. And here's for travel. And personal, I know I'm going to lose lettering chicken if I'm not careful. Okay. We're good. Like I said, this is not 26. I'm missing 4. I'm short 4. I know that Tom had some things that he wanted to add on here, but I don't recall what they were. So I think what we're going to do, I was trying to think of a color that it's like, we've done a movie night, we've done a new restaurant, and we've tried a new recipe. So I want to color them in. I'm trying to decide what I want to color them in with. Since I had just pulled these back out again. Oh, Karen, that was silly. What if we take new recipe? We've tried that. Are those the two things? And then I could write what they were. I do also have to clean up some of this that I did not do while I was. Ooh, be careful because that one will probably smudge like a mofo, dude. I am doing this very lightly because I don't know how the pins that I used are going to respond. Oh, that one's really bad. Okay, now I'm trying to decide, do I want to go and frame like, I want to make them pop a little more. but I don't also want to mess this up. So I may just have to sit and percolate on how I want to do that, because my first thought is to do something like, you know, if you have blah, blah, blah. Eek. Do I want to just do that? Do I want... I'm going to wait. I am going to wait because I really don't want it to make it look bad. I love that. Oh my gosh. I will say, so last time I did a flip through of this, I had not filled in my year in pixels. So I did finally go back and do that. I'm completely caught up through today. So luckily I have had more normal days at work. I had some sick time. I don't really know how I want to mark that because I wasn't technically at work. And then personal life, I had a lot of blah here because I was sick and dealing with cellulitis, and I'm still dealing with it, but it's not as bad. So I would say I'm normal. Normal is kind of a, I don't know, neutral word. I'm not feeling like 100% myself right now. A lot of the things that have brought me joy in the past are not bringing me joy right now. I don't know what it is. So like by taking the time to do this today, this did bring me joy. And a couple days ago when I set up this did bring me joy. A little frustration, because I kind of think I did it at a time when maybe I shouldn't have. But, you know, it is what it is. As you can see, I have not finished journaling, which I have to get back to. But this is a good start. This had been sitting here since the beginning of the year, kind of empty. It is no longer empty. It is a great start. I still have 4 more that I have to think of to make the 26 and 26. But hey, we're partially there right now. If you have any suggestions of what I can do to maybe, you know, pop in some color here, let me know if you have any suggestions of what I can do to make these pop out a little bit. Like I did think about, I have to have like a little house sticker or, you know, a little car I can do here. I can probably print out a little picture of the family. You know, something. I gotta pop it up with a little something, something. And I do know that I can come in and write what the recipe was, what the restaurants were. You know, maybe pop in what a couple movie nights, or actually we did already have one movie night. I gotta fill that in too. Look at us go. Nice. Okay, with that, I will leave you, my friends. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye-bye.